Hello, my name is Philip Tuinstra, and I am the Director of Funding Operations here at LendCred. In this video, I'll be walking you through the funding process that you will be participating in with your assigned funding analyst. During the application phase of the process, it is extremely important to stay highly communicative with your funding analyst to maximize your funding in a timely manner and place your attention back where it belongs, which is building, operating, and/or expanding your business. Now that we know that communication and timelessness is critical to your success during your funding process, let's talk briefly about what it means for you. It is very important for you to know that you may be asked to make a couple of phone calls and/or submit an additional document or two to secure some approvals from time to time. Majority of the calls your funding analyst may have you to make to the lenders are just verifying that you submitted the application. Don't be alarmed, as this is normal, does not take long, and typically means that they have an approval amount waiting for you once we have given them what they need. How will I know how much funding I secured, and if there are any additional actions needed from me after the applications have been submitted? Once your application plan has been submitted, you will receive your application submitted email from your funding analyst that will update you on which lenders we went to and if any action items you may need to take and how to execute them. Once you open and review your application submitted tool, you will mainly see one of the three statuses next to each lender. 1. Instant approval with the funded dollar amount. 2. Pending, which means that your application was not denied but under further review. 3. Denied, which means that they did not make it through the computer-generated approval process. However, you have the possibility to turn this into an approval. Explain later. To better understand each of these calls, here is a brief description of what the objective is for each call. Pending applications. Should an application be tagged as pending, the bank's automated underwriting system could not make an instant decision based upon the software's quick scrub of your credit profile, and therefore it kicked the application back to an underwriter for further review. Pending application talking points. 1. Answer any personal information questions they may request. 2. Inform them that you filled out an application online and simply want to understand what additional information they would need from you to expedite their decision. 3. Should the lender ask for some additional documents, you'll want to be sure and update your funding analyst and provide the documents to your funding analyst so that they can fax them over to you. Denial overturns. It is extremely important to understand that a denial does not mean that there is no money for you with the lender. Most banks use a computer software to analyze your credit. The lenders can never account for all of the random scenarios you can have on any given credit profile, and for this reason, the automated algorithm can automatically deny you. If your funding analyst recommends fighting on a denied application, that means that they feel strongly that there is a good chance you can get this overturned in your favor. Denial overturn talking points. 1. Be sure that you can get a live person on the phone and answer any personal information or questions they might request to find your application. 2. Inform them that you filled out an application online and you would like them to resubmit your application to an underwriter for a manual review. 3. If needed, submit any additional verification items they request and check back with the lender in 2 to 3 business days. 3. Increase limits call. This is probably the most overlooked part by most applicants who apply for a credit card. The objective with this phone call is to get the lender to increase your approval. This type of lender call is not for every lender. Your funding analyst will inform you when to make this type of call. Generic talking points for increasing your credit limits. 1. When you receive the card in the mail, call the activation number on the back. Skip the automated activation and get a human on the phone. 2. While they're activating your card, you can let them know, for example, I appreciate the $5,000 approval, but I was really looking for $15,000. Can you increase it for me? The next part is very important. If the rep says yes to the increase, ask if they require a new credit pull. If they require a new credit pull, decline and call back in 3 months for an increase. If they do not need a new credit pull, then ask them for $15,000 or more and take the max they offer you. Finally, in working with lenders for the past decade, the one amazing thing that we have identified, which has not changed, is the fact that the clients that are the friendliest to the lender representatives will gain the highest levels of funding. Thank you and happy calls.